Hey, Fuzzy here. This week has passed with new albums from this year and some classics from cassette tapes and vinyl records. For starters, CDs. Kryptos, a heavy metal band from India. I was waiting for this album because I liked their previous one from 2019 called Afterburner. Force of Danger was released on October and it's okay for me. Melodic, motorized tracks. Maybe Afterburner was faster, wilder, and here it is a bit calmer but very pleasant. The publisher of this album is German label AFM Records. And now the new album of doom metal crew from New York, A Pale Horse Named Death, is not coming out of my player. Some slow and melancholic melodies just right for autumn evenings. Infernum in Terra is their fourth album, released at the end of September by Long Branch Records SPV in Digipack. Quite a successful album for me. A Pale Horse Named Death. I also reached for cassette tapes. Fear of God and their second album, Toxic Voodoo from 1994, thrash metal tat with a female vocal. Unfortunately, now deceased Dawn Crosby, also known from the first album of the band, The Tent. It's very nice to come back to this album after many years. Cassette release in Poland by Metal Mind Productions, Fear of God, and Demolition Hammer and the debut Tortured Existence album from 1990. I turned up the volume a bit to remind the neighbors how thrash metal should be played. Unofficial release. And now Mindloss is the first studio album of the Dutch death metal band Gorefest. It was released in 1991 by the small Dutch label Foundation 2000 Records and reissued by Nuclear Blast in 1993. Excellent death metal album, Polish, another Polish unofficial release. And MASSACRE, American death metal band from Tampa, Florida. Rick Ross, Cam Lee, Bill Andrews and Terry Butler. And we have their debut album, From Beyond. This is an eternal death metal classic from 1991. Also Polish unofficial release. MASSACRE. And finally a few records with a bit calmer music. German heavy metal band YAGO with female vocalist Jutta Weinhold from Over Yonder is a debut album from 1988. Here the original German released Steam Hammer issue with a printed inner sleeve. A must for fans of Warlock, Vixen, Hellion or Lee Aaron. Jutta is one of the exceptional metal singers. This album features Wagner's adaptation A Flying Dutchman. Jutta Weinhold later continued the concept of YAGO as Velvet Viper. Time for Menace to Society. is the second studio album of LIZZY Borden, an American heavy metal band from LA, released in 1986 by Metal Blade Records. Here I have a European release manufactured in the Netherlands, issued with a printed inner sleeve with lyrics and credits. Menace to Society, LIZZY Borden. And finally, Scorpions, Lovedrive, the sixth studio album, released in 1979, often considered the pinnacle of their abilities, cemented the Scorpions formula of hard rock songs combined with melodic ballads, original Harvest EMI Electrola 1979 edition with made in Germany with inner sleeve with lyrics, credits and cover artwork. And Love at First Sting, the ninth studio album. It was released in 1984 by Harvest EMI. I read somewhere that Love at First Sting stands out as one of the first digitally recorded heavy metal albums ever released. I like this album very much, among others for one of the best songs in their history, Coming Home. I have the black Harvest label UK reissue from 1986. Love at First Sting. And in the background we've got TOXIKULL from Portugal and their EP from 2018, the Nightraiser. Nice release. So much from me today. Take care. See you next time. Cheers.